Honda on the West Loop 1604 North near Alamo Ranch and SeaWorld.
Whether you live in Austin or San Antonio, if you're looking for the best price and best selection on a new Infiniti and want a true CarPro experience, there's only one Infiniti dealer in all of Central Texas. Family-owned Infiniti of Bernie. Greg Warwick and his team meet all CarPro standards. Low prices, great selection, and exclusive CarPro certification. Worth the drive from wherever you're hearing me from. Infiniti of Bernie, exit 543 off the west side of I-10 to Bernie. Connect direct with Greg at CarProUSA.com. Whether you live in Austin or San Antonio, if you're looking for the best price and best selection on a new Infiniti and want a true CarPro experience, there's only one Infiniti dealer in all of Central Texas. Family-owned Infiniti of Bernie. Greg Warwick and his team meet all CarPro standards. Low prices, great selection, and exclusive CarPro certification. Worth the drive from wherever you're hearing me from. Infiniti of Bernie, exit 543 off the west side of I-10 to Bernie. Connect direct with Greg at CarProUSA.com.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned Honda, be sure to visit your CarPro certified dealer, Hill Country Honda. Go see their state-of-the-art showroom and let General Manager Matt Cole match you with the Honda of your dreams. Matt and his team believe in providing a fast and easy sales process and are committed to delivering an outstanding car buying experience to our CarPro listeners. Experience the Honda difference and get in touch with Matt directly at CarProUSA.com. Hill Country Honda on the West Loop 1604 North
that I wanted to
Ranch and
put in.
SeaWorld.
You've heard me talk for years about Vic Vaughn, the owner at Toyota of Bernie. And right now joining me is his brother-in-law, Chris Franklin, the general manager at Toyota of Bernie. Chris, you really can offer a brother-in-law deal.
Well, that's right, Gary. I'm the brother-in-law, and I'm the one that's going to give you the brother-in-law deal. I can promise you that.
Oh, and I know that's true. You guys have taken care of my listeners for years at Toyota of Bernie. The 2019 RAV4, man, that thing is really setting the woods on fire.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jerry, that
that's like
is
something
incredible.
that people say a lot. I'll tell you this.
To me, it looks like a smaller version
Justin
of a
says it.
Highlander, and it is a really, really
A
nice
lot.
car.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Right now, so I would encourage any of your listeners, come out, look at that
Let me tell you something.
and I'll
No,
give
he
them that
says,
brother.
let
No,
me
I'm
tell
saying
you.
people say that too.
Dr. Chris at Toyota of Bernie, I-10 West, exit 543, Toyota of
I have a
Bernie.
few phrases that I'm catching myself
News
saying.
Radio 1200 WOAI.
I try not to say them a lot.
Me too. I know the ones that I say.
Well,
I
Lynn, you're
try
the
not
host
to
of this
say
hour. What can I
that.
do for you?
Huh? You say
I'll
that?
tell you the truth, or I'll be honest with you.
Oh yeah, you say that.
I try not
I say I feel like, and literally.
Well, you're very kind, sir. I appreciate that.
It's been a good experience. And a couple of days ago, I got online and went through your FAQs, and I found a lot of good information there.
Thank you. I'm proud of that page. I'm real proud of the FAQ page because every one of those articles took a lot of time.
Yeah, it's worth a person's time to sit there and go through that and weed through it.
Well, speaking of time, we're going to run out of it pretty quick. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to get your advice on a vehicle for my daughter. She graduated college about a year and a half ago, and she's not interested in, getting in debt on a new one, but do you have any suggestions for good used vehicles? Been looking at Ford Focus. She's found those to be, in her price range and what she'd like to have.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there. A lot of transmission problems with those cars. What kind of budget? What kind of budget she got, Lynn?
She's trying to find something within like the $13,000, $15,000 range.
Okay, that can be done on a car, assuming that she doesn't want an SUV. It can be done on an SUV. It's just a lot harder, and it'll be higher mileage. In that price range, I would have her look at the Honda Civic. I would have her look at the Toyota Corolla, and both those cars will last her a long, long time. And certified, they'll have a warranty well past 100,000 miles. And I promise you, they're both really, really good cars. The Civic, I think, is probably going to go a little bit further than the Corolla, but they would both serve her really well.
So many choices. Gasoline, hybrid, electric. The Flintstones car where you pedal with your feet. Jerry Reynolds, the Car Pro, can help you decide which is right for you. It's not the Flintstones car. Call 1-800-926-7777.
Everywhere you go, there's another line. At the grocery store, at the
Borrow
drive-thru,
one of your colored pens.
the bathroom, and especially in traffic. We've got the
Like a
info
pink
to
one or
help you when
something.
traffic's all backed up. News Radio 1200 WOAI. From the Belden's Automotive and Tire Studio, Belden's Automotive and Tires, your dealer alternative. This is News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, an iHeart radio station.
A congressional committee casts a critical eye on President Trump's emergency declaration. Details after traffic and weather together.
From the WOAI Traffic Center.
Still keeping our eyes out on that accident over on I-10 going westbound at Loop 1604. Construction update over on I-10 going eastbound at FM 1516. Construction has the exit ramp closed. Detour would be to take the next entrance ramp east of Loop 1604. I'm Martin Garcia with News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Expect to be some clouds and sun on this Saturday with a high of 67 this afternoon, but across our western counties, highs will hit the 70s, and clouds will increase overnight with fog at a low of 57. Plenty of sunshine on Sunday with a high of 75. I'm meteorologist Jeff Marr from the Weather Channel on San Antonio's official weather station, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
You're a little.
President Trump's national emergency declaration to build a border wall is drawing
More this way.
scrutiny from a key congressional committee.
The House Judiciary Committee is launching an immediate investigation into President Trump's decision to declare a national emergency and requesting the White House make Justice Department and council office officials available for hearings. Committee Chairman Gerald Nadler is among the group of Democrats calling the declaration reckless and a disregard of the separation of powers. Top Judiciary Committee Republican Doug Collins says he supports the president's commitment to border security, but several Republicans have signaled unease with the executive action.
A judge is blocking the Air Force from discharging service members who test HIV positive.
A federal judge in Virginia issued a preliminary injunction Friday against the Air Force, saying its attempt to discharge HIV-positive service members is irrational, inconsistent, and at variance with modern science. Two men who were just days and weeks away from being discharged had sued the military over HIV policies. Those policies prevented the men from serving outside the U.S. without a waiver. That requirement resulted in the men being considered unfit for service. The judge's ruling means they'll stay in the Air Force for now.
An attempt to clean up junk left in space.
Earthlings are creating our own unwanted atmosphere with orbital junk. Rocket shells, dead satellites, chunks of debris, threatening satellites and manned spacecraft with orbital impact. Now comes Remove Debris, a satellite launch from the International Space Station. It's already proved it could catch space junk with a net like a fish in the ocean. Now it's turned Captain Ahab. The University of Surrey in the UK releasing a slow-motion video of the satellite launching a steel-tipped harpoon to spear a piece of space junk like a whale. The ultimate test of Remove Debris is coming in March.
And according to a new study, diet soda is a potentially risky choice for drinking.
This is House Call for Health. There's a health warning about drinking too much diet soda. A new study finds that women who drink 2 or more drinks with artificial sweeteners are at a higher risk of stroke. The increased risk of stroke is 23% compared to women who don't drink diet sodas or juices. The lead researcher on this study says she's especially concerned because of the effect on the small blood vessels in the brain. However, the study could not rule out other factors playing a role in the risk of stroke, such as previous dietary habits, and they urge more research to be done. For more health news, go to foxnewshealth.com.
Breaking news on the hour, at the half, and anytime at WOAI.com. Brought to you by First Mark Credit Union. I'm Morgan Montalvo, News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Unprecedented things.
We're gonna have a great wall. Secure the border.
What really is a national emergency?
Concerning things.
North Korea, a second meeting. An all investigation.
You're not going to impeach this president.
Life-changing things.
I'm running for president.
Get to 2020.
To choose greatness.
Rapidly, things are happening.
Some very big things.
It's important to keep up.
Well, what happened next? What's happening right now?
Things are happening. News Radio 1200 WOAI. Are
you ready to file your taxes fast and easy? You can file for free at taxslayer.com. Have a more complicated tax situation and want to make sure you get your maximum refund for as little as $17? TaxSlayer provides you all the tools and excellent support you need to get it done fast and easy. Get your maximum refund and zero out-of-pocket fees. Slay your taxes fast and easy with TaxSlayer. TaxSlayer is rated #1 in the tax prep software category on Trustpilot. Visit taxslayer.com today.
24/7, 365. You're up and at 'em every day, so you don't want something like Medicare Part D before you go. At Walgreens, we'll take care of your Medicare Part D prescriptions, saving you time and money. Make the switch to Walgreens today and get more by earning $100 worth of points and save up to $5 on each Medicare Part D prescription when Walgreens is your preferred pharmacy. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Prescription savings applies to tier 1 generics when you fill a preferred versus a non-preferred pharmacy on select plans. Points can be earned in New York, New Jersey, or Arkansas. Other restrictions and limitations apply.
The following is a paid program. The views and opinions expressed are those of the advertiser and do not necessarily represent those of OAI.
Welcome to the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show. I'm Keith Maley and glad to be with you. And you can't hear me on there. Welcome, and Morgan is here with me. Let's see, is your microphone on now?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so we are glad to be with you. This is the weekend before the Home and Garden Show, and it is a beautiful weekend. And we are going to be talking about that Home and Garden Show a little bit and what to expect there, but we're also taking your calls at 737-1200 or 1-800-383-WOAI. And having met some regular listeners, it just reminds me of how much we appreciate y'all listening to the show and get such nice comments about the show and how much people learn from the show. So we want to keep it informative. And that's one of the goals of being at the Home and Garden Show, is to offer someone more information. We'd like to be able to fill in the blanks for what you're wanting to know about remodeling or the industry or what's the latest in the trends. So we're going to have a lot of good products out there to show, and some projects that we've done to show what can be done to a home, because they are very dramatic differences. And we hope that you get a chance to meet us there. And if you would like tickets, Morgan, how do they do that?
You just have to email us at friends@kmbuilders.com, or you can always give us a call at the station and they'll get your info down for us and we'll contact you.
Great.
And we're giving away as many tickets, but up to 4 per person.
Caller. Yeah, per request.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like to go, but you just would like to make it a little easier, if we get your number, we'll get your address. We can even mail those to you ahead of time, so make it easy for you. That way we'll get to see you at the Home and Garden Show. But we'll be right up front in one of the first booths that when you get past the landscaping booths. We'll be right there, and it is going to be a theater booth that has 3 videos showing on big screens, projection, so that you can take your time and look at 3 different projects before, during, and after to see the transformations.
Yep.
Again, if you'd like to talk to us today, it's 737-1200.
So we're right down the escalator, so just 1 row back.
That's right. Just when you walk off, you just keep walking straight, and you can't really miss us. If you go past we're right behind the weeds. The obstructions that block us, which are the trees and so forth.
Yeah.
So we're just, once you get past the woods, you'll see us. And so we're talking today also about, there's going to be a lot of vendors there, a lot of remodeling companies there, and we've been amazed, in spite of our great presence, which means we're right up front. We have a big booth. You really can't miss us. But I've been amazed in talking to some people that they never saw us there. So we're trying to do better. We're trying to do better on signs and so forth. But even so, we are there. And how would you be able to distinguish the difference from us and other people? Now, some of you, that are listeners, you obviously have an opportunity to know something else about us because if you've listened to us on the radio, but maybe you still have a little curiosity about what's the difference. So we do a show once in a while about choosing a remodeling contractor, and we just like to show some of the differences between different contractors and what they do and what we do. And so we'll be talking about that today, but we do have a caller, so if Russell or Paul can get over there and get us David. David, if you're there, we'd love to hear from you.
I'm here.
How can I help you?
Okay, well, you were talking about the theater seats, theater type show to start with. You've never had that before. I was just wondering if you had popcorn too.
Well, we might have popcorn, but it's a theater without the chairs. We couldn't put the chairs in there. It's just 3 screens. Yeah, we had popcorn, what, last year, Morgan?
Uh-huh. Yep, we sure did.
Okay.
So, do you have anything else that you'd like me to help you with?
My question is lawnmowers. What are the battery powered lawnmowers? How do they compare to the electric versus gas? And I've got a small yard, and I want to do what's easiest and most economical.
Yeah, I've not used the battery operated ones. That's a great question for, I guess, handyman show. That would be a good one to call. But that's, yeah, I've seen if you got small yards, people have used them. So I'm not sure, David. I believe in the gas tools myself, and I want to get it done quick, and I want power. That's my personality.
Redoing my shop, and I'm putting a countertop with a sink in it. Now, I just wondered about the, I hate to call it Formica because that's a trade name, but the laminate top. Will you have people down there? I need somebody to do it for me. I know what I want, but it's just, you know, I'm a plumber. I'm not a carpenter.
Yeah, well, no, there's plastic laminate is what it's called, plastic laminate, and that's a high density plastic laminate. And so, yeah, there will actually be companies down there that do tops too. And so, yeah, you should get a hookup with one of those. We tend to use Tommy's Plastics when we do that. They only Tommy's Plastics is the one, and they're not going to be down there, but there's some others too that for a shop. And then of course you can always buy the tops at Home Depot or Lowe's, and you just cut them and screw them in. But that's a very small job. But yeah, you'll find somebody who will take it on for you over there at the show.
Yeah, I read the tickets.
Yeah, the tickets. Just I'll tell you what. Just give your number to the guys online back there, Paul or Russell, and they will actually take your information, and we'll be sending them out to you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, sir.
And thank you, Morgan. And so we appreciate your calls, and we've got another call. Let's go ahead and talk to Don. He has a call about showers. Don, how can we help you?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to add on to my house, and I'm going to try to set it up handicap. And I was wondering, what's the new technology in showers? And you know what I mean, in handicap of showers themselves now these days.
Well, those are great questions. The typical way to accommodate the easiest rolling into your shower. Now, the ultimate shower is one that you could literally roll into with a wheelchair, and that accomplishes 2 things. Obviously, a wheelchair can get in it easy, but also even if persons can't raise their feet much, they drag their feet, they can still get into a shower like that. And that's the ultimate shower, having something that is what is called a zero clearance threshold. And the way to do that is if you have a concrete foundation, is you have to cut out part of the foundation, the first inch and a half or 2, and then you have to re-slope that concrete, lower the drain, and then you can get a 0 entrance threshold. Now you have to have an engineered repair on the foundation, but don't worry about that. It's kind of like if a bone gets, if you have a break on a bone and it repairs, it's the strongest part of your bones. So the same is true of the foundation. It will be the strongest part of your foundation once we're done with it. But that's the ultimate. Now, if you have some people have a drop-in tub that actually goes lower, and you don't even have to chip it out in those cases. And then the other thing, they have units that have slight rises on them. You can have pre-built units. They're a little less expensive, But if you don't cut out that foundation, you're not gonna get a zero threshold. Now, the next best thing is to have a smaller curb as you can have, and you can also do a slight ramp up, like maybe over a foot or a couple of feet. You can ramp up to the entrance and then go slope back down, and that keeps the water inside, and you don't have a hard curb to climb over. A wheelchair can go over a small ramp. You create a small ramp, and usually it matches the materials on your flooring in your bathroom. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 'cause I'm 55 and my mother is 87, and she's had this tendency of falling down a lot here lately. So I look at, I'm probably gonna end up having her in my home.
Yeah, well, that is a really, really popular project, not only for you and what you need, but if you were to ever sell that home, Don, then that's gonna add a lot of value, because more and more people are having multi-generation, and of course they want to prepare. If they buy a home and it's in a certain price range, and many times that's the last home they want to buy, and they don't want to have to do modifications. They're afraid of what it will cost. So if you had it done already, you're going to get a good resale for that.
All right, I was just wondering what the new trends are these days.
Yeah, one of the things that some people feel a little bit apprehensive about is having a tile shower, because they've slipped in theirs, or they've had dirty grout, they've had mold and so forth. But that is one of the things that has really changed in the industry. So you can have a beautiful designer shower out of tile, out of beautiful tile. I mean, they make things that you could look like you put wood in there, or marble, or granite, whatever design that a designer can come up with is available in tile now. But you do not have to have cementitious grout, which means it will not stain and it will not grow mold. So things have really changed in the industry, and now it is you can have the most beautiful shower you've ever seen and never have any maintenance in it, and it's going to have a lot more resale value and enjoyment along the way. So if you'd like to see any of those products, you can definitely give us a call at 680-5626. That's our website's kmbuilders.com. You should check that out and see some of the projects like that we've done. By the way, remodeling a shower is the most popular project. And it was great talking to you. Hope to see you at the show next weekend. Thank you. And so just like that, you can call. We're going to go take a break right now, but we wanted to mention our sponsor, All Stop Brewery, who just supplied a wonderful amount of 3 different types of beer for our company meeting.
Yep, the lager was definitely the most popular.
Was it the lager? And I was drinking the Kolsch. What were you drinking?
The lager.
Yeah, that's out on Highway 290 East in Fredericksburg. You really need to go see that brewery, and we love having them as part of our sponsorships. And if you ever come by and you're looking at plans, you're looking at our showroom, take a 6-pack of a sampler for that when you go home. We'll set you up, and Josh sets us up over there at All Stamp Brewery, and we've got a cool video that you should check out also. But we go ahead and remember to call for those tickets, and we'll talk more about it when we come back to the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show.
Amashokan, Texas is celebrating.
I have the plumber review for the review.
Okay.
Caleb is watching.
Hey, Caleb. How those little ones doing? I'm going to mention you in a minute. We're talking about our trade specialist. Caleb's watching right now. He's one of our trade specialists, one of our lead carpenters that has many years experience. Very technical minded. Let's see, I've known Caleb for probably, well, I knew his dad and his mom before he was born, so probably maybe around the time he was born or shortly thereafter.
He said the family is great. Thanks for asking.
And we've known Caleb for 30 years. If he's 30 yet.
I was like, is he that old? I don't know.
Is he older than you?
He's a little older.
A little older, so he's probably close to 29.
Yeah, I don't think he's that much older. Brian Smith is watching.
Hey, Brian. Brian's going to be at the show this year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get offended if I slam you right now, Brian, because we're going to be competing at the Home and Garden show, and I'm just a little bit competitive.
He's not going to do that.
All's fair in love and war, right? We're not enemies. We're viable competitors for each other.
It's a good competition.
He's good competition. Ryan Smith, Vision Design Build. I'm kind of jealous of his name. That's a better name than mine. Vision. I mean, that's.
He
has
said,
vision.
yes, he would slam me.
Yes, he would. I would not. Not in front of you anyway.
Oh my gosh. You better keep watching then so he doesn't slam you.
And like I said, vision. He had vision to create that name. I had no vision on my name.
Yeah, you're like, KM. Somebody said
When I was 21.
I don't know if on the radio show last week that you said that KM stands for Keith and Morgan.
I tell people that.
Oh, and they're like, I didn't know KM stood for Keith and Morgan.
It does. Now it does. But yeah, I mean, I was 21 and being a subcontractor for builders. I was building apartments, a framing contractor. The name really wasn't that important, so I would just pick a couple of initials. KM Construction is what it started off as.
He said he spent a lot of time coming up with it.
Well, he was older and more mature than me when he did it. What year did you form it, Brian? How old were you? Here we go. But I do want to know that answer. Welcome back to the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show. We were just talking with our friend Brian of Vision Design Build, and he's got a better name than I do, I think. But KM was started back in 1984, so we were celebrating 35 years. And I was just a young guy then, 21 years old. I was a framing contractor doing work in multifamily, starting off, and then I did a lot of homes in the Dominion, framed. And I think framing really gave me a lot of confidence. I probably didn't need a whole lot more than what I had at 21,
Yeah.
but it definitely didn't hurt to be a framer. There's kind of nicknames for framers, and the initials of it are BA, and that's what a lot of us were back then. and so
That's at least what y'all thought.
the least, yeah, I should have called it BA Construction back then instead of KM, but anyway, KM was just the initials. I didn't care about the name that much. I wasn't doing remodeling then. I wasn't dealing with the public. But you wanna tell me something? What do you want to tell us?
Well, we have our second segment.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, it was funny because last week, remember I was telling you about Mr. Plummer and the nice comments that he said.
He probably was a BA when he was young too.
Yeah, they're
He's tough.
Yep, and really, really smart. They're both professors, so that was cool. But they went ahead and left us a really great review that I want to read on Better Business Bureau.
Was it 5 stars?
5 stars, Better
Awesome.
Business Bureau. He says that we chose KM Builders to remove our above ground swimming pool and surrounding deck. It was a difficult job and they knew exactly how to attack it. It was a slow process, but proceeded with a complete cleanup before a new smaller deck was installed. The deck met all city requirements with anchored posts set in concrete. We are quite happy with the finished result. The company also completely rebuilt our master bathroom. It required the removal of an old vanity and mirror with lights and the removal of a jacuzzi and an attached shower. An unanticipated support beam under the jacuzzi was found. A workaround was created. A new linen closet replaced the old shower and a new walk-in shower with grab bars was installed. The project manager texted us routinely to keep us informed. and design consultants at the headquarters equally were helpful in choosing tile and vanity. We are very satisfied with KM Builders.
Yeah, and that was completely unprompted.
Mm-hmm.
And can you tell by that he's a little technical? He's detailed, attention to detail. It sounds like a lot of our clients, and we love the plumbers, and he is a great guy. It just very, very exemplifies the type of clients we have that are really, really technical minded, attention to detail, and we honestly think in most cases, there wouldn't be a whole lot of contractors that could satisfy them. But we do, and what I love about people like Mr. Plummer, I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say whenever his friends find out that he's happy, you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Oh my God, if you're happy with them, then I know I'd love them." And we love those types of referrals because people say, "You did some work for my friend, and I could not believe that she said she was satisfied," because nobody satisfies her.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Mikey. If Mikey likes it, everybody's gonna like it. I know you're too young for that
I
one.
have no idea
But
what that is.
some of us that are listening and to the show know exactly what I'm talking about, that Life cereal commercial with Mikey. And so KM is like Life cereal. If KM can please the hardest to please clients, and even some of them that aren't 100% satisfied because they're perfectionists, they still know in their heart that they couldn't have gotten any better anywhere else. And we do know that's true when we say that. And part of the reason, and this is what you're looking for, what is the difference between contractors? One of the big differences is, and you know, nobody, even my friends know that are in this business. I have a lot of friends in this business, but they know that we're bigger and badder. We just are. We're bigger, and we just run a whole lot more volume. We run a whole lot more employees to satisfy. We have a whole lot more on the design side, and it's going to be hard to compete against us because we do it for less. We do that kind of quality for quality. No one beats our price. We are sure of it, and no one beats our quality. There's some who can equal the quality, but they can't do it for the same. They can't do it because they don't have all the in-house trades that we do. Having the in-house people, and we're talking employees rather than subs, is probably the number one thing that makes us different. And there's so much that peels off of that. When you have your own people, you can serve better, you can have better schedules, you can do more thorough design work. Why can you do more thorough design work than you can if you don't have them in-house? Is because it costs too much to do it the other way. And takes too long because you're going back and forth between meetings between people who are not part of your organization. That is something we eliminated a long time ago. So again, when you talk to people, you want to know specifics. I talk specific. I give proof when I talk. I'm always talking about proof. So do they have an architect, a licensed architect in San Antonio in the state of Texas? We do, Mario Carrasco. Do they have architectural designers? We do. We have David Torres. We have Fernando. What's his last name?
Garcia.
Fernando Garcia. Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia.
Garcia. Sorry, I just set my mind for a second. But yeah, Fernando Garcia. I always just call him Fernando. David Torres because he's newer. I remember his name.
And because we have two Davids now.
Yeah, we have two Davids, right? So, and then interior design degrees. Do they have degrees in interior design?
We technically have three with degrees.
Right, Courtney, Marcia, and Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
And then do they have a cabinet designer like Bonnie, that's all she's done in this industry is cabinet designing. And she knows every piece of every type of cabinets you can imagine. So we're talking about verifying these things, and do they work for us full time? That's a big difference.
How are they taxed?
Right. I mean, you want to talk about experience in production too. We'll talk about more of it. We are going to be up against a break, but we want to talk about some of the production team and the management team, the things that we have going on behind the scenes, and how this leads to a difference in the way that your project is run and how it's put together, how it's designed, and how satisfied you will be with the experience. So I just want to mention that the KM Builders has 35 years experience this year as a company, but that doesn't even come close to saying the whole story. We have over 500 years experience if you add it all up between our employees. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot of experience that is not going to be duplicated by my competitors.
We have an employee that's been here for 35 years. 34?
No,
We announced Mike Garcia?
no, 23. 23 years.
Wow.
No, you're mixing up 23 and 30, 32 or something, I don't know. No, he's only been here since, 90, December of 96.
Oh, that's
December
still
of
a
96.
long time.
Yeah, that'd be 23 years in December. But Tara's been there 21.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to mention someone who runs a business a lot like we do, with customer service being at the forefront, with a great, fantastic product, and that is our friends at North Park Lexus at Dominion, and they are at northparklexus@dominion.com. You really should visit them if you want the ultimate in customer service. My friend Al Cavazos there is extremely personal. He meets all the clients, just like I meet all my clients on the first visit. You can call us or you can call them if you want the same experience. And they're 210-816-6000. And everyone that represents Al there, including Frank Pace and Kim, I mean, she is just incredible in the back there. We've dealt with her so much, and they are just really non-pressure and very good at taking care of you. So give them a call, our friends, North Park at Dominion, North Park Lexus at Dominion. And we'll be back in a few minutes to the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show.
This is News Radio 1200 WOAI.
Let the slamming begin.
What?
I said, let the slamming begin. I'm not
He's
slamming.
not listening anymore.
I'm not slamming. That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna do the seminars as the what's trending.
Okay, sounds good. So you think this is too sweet?
If it has any sugar in it, it's too sweet.
You don't have any sugar in yours at all anymore? Wow. Because yours is so good now. Why? What you make?
Even if I have K-cup coffee, I don't.
Mm.
But see, I think that the difference that I do is I use half and half most of the time, and that's very, very
Rich.
Yeah, I don't use a lot, but it just tastes so much better. It tastes like a hug for your coffee.
Well, this thing is really,
Creamy
really
and delicious.
ripping apart. Look at it.
I've been trying to do it for this whole time.
Thing really tore apart. Straps are incredible.
A lot of times I'll see them put an air pump.
They use airbags and jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not something that tall. This takes a crane. Or maybe he was using a wrecker. Was it a wrecker or a crane?
Oh, it's got apples.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And none of them fell out.
Not yet.
I would like to have that. Because it takes skill. You have to think about how's the best way to get flip over. Is that him doing it? He's a young guy. He don't know all the tricks yet.
That's why it's cracking.
Either that or he's the guy that wrecked it. I doubt if they have the guy on there that wrecked it. He's too embarrassed.
I think they've been having both of them on there.
Sometimes they do, but usually it's the company. It's all about the companies that do this, the rescue work. I've seen a little bit of this before. See, there's the guy, preferred towing. He's for preferred towing too. Oh, they both are. See, there's the big expert, the guy that's telling him how to do it. That's the older guy teaching him. How many viewers do we have?
Right now?
Just a couple. Everybody's busy on a Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, right now we have.
Did Brian ever say how?
No.
What year he came up with the name?
Nope.
Is he still there?
Nope.
Brian's not there?
No. He just left.
Brian.
Like my pink nails?
We've got a caller.
Like my pink nails? Hey. Alfred. Isn't that somebody that needed a
Shower and a heater.
Like my pink nails?
Those are really pretty. Smooth too.
That's how long my actual
Glossy.
nails are. They're
Nice.
not fake.
That's really pretty. So does it hurt trying to type?
No. I just learned how to type differently.
Laying flat.
Yeah. But sometimes I'll use my actual nail to type.
We probably like
They're
this.
strong.
If it was up higher, it'd be even better, right?
Yeah.
The higher it
Oh
is.
yeah, that would be better. 'Cause then I could
So
do.
like this. See how that would be.
Oh yeah. That would be easy.
That's the secret. That way the things are angling up, slightly up.
Need to get a riser for my laptop at work.
It's all about geometry. That's my specialty, is geometry.
That was my least favorite
No,
math
I mean,
class.
just in practical use, I'm always thinking in
Yeah,
geometry.
that is so practical. Being in those meetings, like when you and Chad and everything, like y'all are using geometry. It's crazy.
I just think in geometry. Life is geometry.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the KM Builders Remodeling Design Show. I'm Keith Maley along with Morgan Frankie Maley Roberts.
Oh yeah.
And I know Justin loves hearing that. Yeah, so Morgan's my daughter and she has been for 26 years.
I'm only 25.
You're gonna be 26 this year, right?
Yes.
That's right, this year you're 26. It's easier to do it just by the year.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you've been working with us in the last time you came back to work with us, you've been how long?
3 years in May.
And so for a while she was doing accounting with us, but then she started doing the marketing. And we've really taken off with her and Justin and Gabrielle. But Justin was with me before she was in the creative consultant world. And he is definitely now our creative consultant and helps us in so many things, including video, which is a big part of, I guess, what makes us different. We're going to talk more about some of the things that you can look for as differences in competition that might help you make decisions. It's about, it's about what you prefer in a contractor to a certain extent, and we're going to give you some things to talk about. But before we do that, we've been, Alfred has been waiting for us. So Alfred, if you'd like to go, we'd love to help you.
Question of you. I heard you talking about remodeling a shower. If you remodel the shower, can you put in a heat lamp in it too?
Yes, you can put heat in there. There are certain types that are approved for above showers, and the exposed glass type that is directly an exposed glass lens is not approved. But there are types of heaters. Now, I don't know about the heat lamp because you're talking about something that probably would melt a plastic cover, but they have to have a cover over them. If they have glass exposed, they have to have covers. So I'm thinking that probably doesn't work. There's probably not something exactly like that. Now you can put it just outside the shower and you're okay. But if you put it directly in the shower, over the shower, then it has to be non-glass and you might have to use a forced heat type of mechanism on that.
Oh, okay.
Now the lighting is not near as bad as it used to be, because you've got these LEDs now, even with crystal, which are actually a form of polycarbonate, which do not shatter, and of course they don't even get hot. But you can use polycarbonate now, really beautiful crystal, even chandeliers over tubs we're doing. So some of the technology has helped us, but you might be forced to push that just outside the shower, where you can still get some of the heat in it, or use a forced heat electric one.
Oh, okay. If I want to have someone to come out and give me an estimate, how do I get a hold of you guys?
Well, you can give us a call at 680-5626. That's the 210-680-5626, or just go online at kmbuilders.com, and you can actually sign up right there for anything you need. KM Builders, just like Kick Me. Okay? You got it. And thanks for calling the show, Alfred. Have a great day. And so just like that, you can give us a call here at 737-1200 if you'd like to talk to me or to Morgan. We can try to help you out. And right now, Morgan, what do you got for us?
Well, we have our What's Trending segment, and this is what's trending for us, because at the Home and Garden Show, you are going to be giving 5 seminars. So we wanted to give everybody the times, so that way maybe you can arrange your schedule to see the one that's most interesting to you. So Friday at 4 o'clock, you're going to be talking about aging in place. And then Saturday at 11 a.m., how to choose a remodeling contractor. At 3 o'clock on Saturday, smart home technology in remodeling. And 5 o'clock on Saturday, cost versus value in remodeling projects. And then Sunday at 3 o'clock, it'll be the design, build, remodeling process. So all of these you can find, it'll be in the newspaper and also at the Home and Garden Show website and on all of our social media as well.
Okay, thank you. And let's go through one more time real quickly, which the times and the just the times and the topics.
So Friday at 4 o'clock, aging in place. Saturday at 11, how to choose a remodeling contractor. Saturday at 3, smart home technology in remodeling. Saturday at 5, cost versus value in remodeling projects. Sunday at 3 o'clock, the design, build, remodeling process.
Right. Okay, so I'll be at those seminars and
On the celebrity stage.
On the celebrity stage, which is at the opposite end of the entrance.
All the way in the back.
All the way in the back. Just walk
By the
straight
food.
back, and you will run into the celebrity stage. And I would love to see you there. And I always have time to talk after the seminars.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 30-minute seminars.
You do 30 to 45 minutes, but you have an hour spot. So.
Okay. So yeah, there's plenty of time to chat and talk about your project. Usually that'll run about 45 minutes with questions, and then with question and answers, and then we'll talk about your project specifically. And also, you know, if you want to know if I'm going to be at the booth, the one time I probably won't be there is before noon on Sunday. I'll be there except those times that the seminars are showing. I will be at the booth, but on Sunday there's an exception. I won't be there till probably around noon, 12:30, probably around 12:30. And so if you say I'd just like to go down there and meet, you know, and talk to me personally, then Sunday is probably the best day to catch me there, because I only have one seminar, and I'll be there from around 12:30 to 6. And it's a little bit slower day on Sunday usually. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so if that's a day you'd like to go, I'll probably be most available from 12:30 to 6, except for that one seminar at 3, and that might go 30-45 minutes. So we would love to have you. And Russell's our new guy. Have a great one, Russell. And he's just leaving the studio. So we've got a new guy that's going to be in there from working on Saturdays. He's in training today. So we'll miss Paul whenever he's gone, but Paul will be back occasionally. I'm sure I'll see him as a substitute, and so he's nodding his head. But we would really love to meet you at the Home and Garden Show and ask specific questions. What you're going to find when you meet us or our staff is that we don't deal in generalities. We are very specific, and I want to point this out before we go to the next break. a big difference. Some of the people that just called into the show mentioned getting an estimate. We don't do estimates. We do exact quotes. In fact, they're so exact that we guarantee the price and we show you our cost. We show you our cost, we show you our profit and overhead, and so we're transparent about everything we do. That's a big thing for our company, and it is really appreciated by so many people. But then again, it's not an estimate, it's an exact quote, so you can count on it. How exact? Again, we guarantee the price. So these are some things that make a difference with contractors. You're gonna find out more when you go to the Home and Garden Show. But I did want to mention my friends at LegacyHeatingandACServices.com. They are doing a fantastic job for us, for our clients. Legacy Services, AC.com, Chad Briggs and his team. They're at 830-608-8000. And we'll be right back to the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show.
Reasons for roast 7 seasons, seat 9 nights a month.
I need to do Billy's next.
I know, you will.
Where is it on there?
It's about, I haven't done it. I haven't added them yet.
All right, Billy's.
Oh. We were doing Truly Nolan too.
Yeah, but I want to do Billy's for the rodeo.
Oh, okay, for this week.
And I don't want to do it on Saturday too.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it when I come back.
Okay.
Oh, and I want to drop that video to you that I did.
Oh yeah.
I want to drop it to you so you can release it tomorrow.
Mhm. Why are you not coming to the show in the morning?
What show?
The Home and Garden show.
One service in the morning. Doesn't open till what time? 11? Yeah, that's why that's a great day to do it. The following weekend I want to take off.
Oh, that's why.
I can't miss service 2 weeks in a
So
row.
we're gonna not have a show the following weekend?
No, I want to take off on Sunday. I'm gonna come back. I want to do the Billy's spot. What is Scully? Oh, Charlie Horse, all these different Western brands.
I guess, I figure.
They have a good ad. I mean, they have a good website, huh?
Mhm. Those are pretty.
Corral. Twisted X. I've heard of them.
And they don't update it.
You should write all those down. Write them all down. Twisted X, Scully, Corral. Welcome back to the final segment of the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show. It goes by so quick. We're glad you were listening this Saturday, and we definitely want to remind everyone about the Home and Garden Show next weekend. We hope to meet you personally there Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. What starts at 3 on Friday?
It starts on 2.
Oh, 2. Sorry, 2
2
on
o'clock
Friday.
on Friday, 10 o'clock Saturday, and 11 o'clock on Sunday.
Yes, and if you'd like tickets,
Just email us at friends@kmbuilders.com, or you can call the show and we'll get your information.
yeah, or call us at our office during the week if you'd rather talk to someone there. That's at 680-KMCO. KMCO. That stands for KM Company. So 680-KMCO.
Morgan.
Keith and Morgan, that's right. And I did want to mention too, this weekend is just a great weekend to go out and get your Western wear.
It's rodeo, San
It
Antonio.
is rodeo, and I mean, you need to go to Billy's. Billy's Western Wear. My friend Greg White and his beautiful family there just really do have customer service like you just don't expect at a place like this. Their Western, they sell twice as much, and I know that for a fact, as stores of comparable size. And that's because they really have product and they really know their product. They remind us so much of our business in that they are experts at what they do, and they put everybody else to shame because they know the product so well. And there's
They have a
another,
better selection.
and they know more. But not only that, they're well staffed. And the biggest part is when you meet Greg or his staff, they have heart in what they do. They are passionate about that business just like we are about remodeling. And I spent 5.5 hours with Greg and him and I riding around looking at things, and just what a nice guy. I mean, just the sweetest man you'll ever meet. And it's reflected. His wife's the same, his mother-in-law, the rest of the staff, his son-in-law works there, his daughter works there. I mean, it's just really an incredible staff. And he talks about them with love. Even the ones that are not related to him are his family. And I just can't say enough about Billy's Western Wear. Check them out at billyswesternwear.com. I mean, they carry all the brands: Twisted X, Scully, Corral. I mean, they have, of course, Lucchese. And by the way, I'm getting a set of Lucchese hornback gator coming soon. Yeah. But if you want the cinch brands or the traditional brands, Wrangler or George Strait collections.
They've got those too.
If you've never bought Western wear before, you need to have a set. If you live in Texas, you need to have one good set. And you don't want to look like you don't belong or you're just a rookie at it. Greg will set you up to make sure you look like an old pro at it. And he gives me fashion tips on Western wear, because he's in with it.
New vest.
I got a vest and I got that Paisley Western shirt, just like Trace Atkins had, that we saw at the rodeo. It's like, I get one of those. So I'm styling right now when I go to the rodeo, and you can be too at Billy's Western Wear. They're great friends of ours. And again, we talk about people who represent their businesses well and have love and have heart, and they really have customer service, and they know their products well. And I just don't want to do business with people who don't have all those things. And it's hard to find, but it is out there. And so that's what we hope that you'll see about KM Builders at the Home and Garden Show, that we really, truly are a company that has heart. We've put the investment into this business with, I think we have 38 employees, and those are all team members. We have a few isolated subcontractors too that are really invested in our company and are part of our teams, just like our employees are. But nobody else has that type of team that produces efficient scheduling, purchasing, product management, in-house trades. They're all specialists at what they do. Our communication, weekly meetings in design, weekly meetings in production, to make sure that we're keeping up with all these things. And then giving you that communication every week, every day. When we're on the project, it's every day, every morning between 7 and 8, you're getting a text letting you know what's happening that day. You've got a schedule online that you see the entire thing. You've got all your documents at your fingertips. We've got a buying co-op. We're dealers for many products. Again, invested in this project and in you and what we'll produce. We don't want to have egg on our face on anything. There's remodeling is complex. There's hundreds of facets of it on a remodeling project. So you need someone who's really, really trying to be perfect at it, investing in it every day, making themselves better. And I guarantee you will see that attitude when you choose KM Builders. Or just let's help you dip your toes into the water. Start off with some designs on your project. Let me come to your project and see what we can do, give you a ballpark range of what it's going to be, and we'll design a project for you that is the simplest version, so that you can get the base price of what's the least the project would cost. Then you can say whether you want to go further or not. Now, that's a very inexpensive thing to start and to get into, and it's a good way to get an education in the process and see if you want to go further. And so this is a good way that we have worked out. Many people really love it because it has precision built in it. It has customer service built into it. If you get a free estimate, it's worth, let's see, what's the saying? It's worth what you paid for it. And you didn't pay.
Get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for, and you didn't pay anything for it. So what's it worth? That's right, it's worth nothing. And we want to give you something that is really valuable that you can take to the bank, literally, because it will be that price. And so precision, an exact quote, an in-house staff that is completely trained and even certified, and more importantly, licensed with degrees in this business. We've invested in it. They've invested in it. This is where they want to be. We have people coming to work for us because they said they want to make a move to be their last move. And this will be your last contractor you ever choose if you choose us at KM Builders.
We have 7-time clients.
Yeah, no, we have more than that, Morgan. I have 13 and 15-time clients.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you just haven't been in
I
it
haven't
long
met
enough.
those.
No, and thanks to Harley Hargraves and her husband Ken and the Myers,
The
Myers,
Mulhollands.
the Mulhollands. I mean, this just really goes on, and we love them all. They are part of our family, and we're going to see a lot of them at the Home and Garden Show.
Yep,
So
they've already asked for tickets.
and they will be shouting our praises. If you happen to bump into them, they're going to say you should use them.
Yep.
And we're very happy to have them as part of our family. And we'd love for you to be part of our family of attention to detail clients that are served. They are picky clients, all of them, but they are satisfied and they know they got the best. So we really want to show you how we care about everything from security to cleanup to permitting to warranties. And we have a target on our chest every Saturday at 2 right here on WAI.
Yeah, we expose ourselves.
Yes, and we really are transparent in everything we do. We have nothing to hide. We've got some wonderful discounts for you on fixtures and appliances and plumbing fixtures, electrical fixtures, and all that we include as part of the big deal for you. And so if you'd like to know more, look us up at kmbuilders.com. Yeah, that's the website, and you can see video. You can see a lot of video. In fact, that's one of the ways that we really show who we are, isn't it, Morgan? You've really helped us to do that. How many videos are out there?
Yeah, I have no idea, but we have videos about our projects being built. We surprise customers. We have live videos for you that show your personality, and it's just a lot.
Yeah, we've got upwards of 100 videos out there. So check us out on the web, and then check out our projects. There's hundreds of projects on there that you can look at too. And we would love to hear back from you. Give us a call at 680-5626, or go to that website address kmbuilders.com. Check us out on.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where just search KM Builders, and also subscribe to our newsletter. We'll get all the notifications. So friends@kmbuilders.com.
Yeah, Morgan does a really great job, and Gabrielle, of keeping all of y'all informed about what's latest in the industry, what's latest with KM, and maybe your project will be highlighted as well. So thank you for joining us on the KM Builders Remodeling and Design Show. And remember, you could have someone else remodel your home, but then you'd have to live in it.